I saw then on the mediation scene that a lot of situations actually screened against people with mental illness or said we don't know if mediation is appropriate for someone with a mental illness. So I wasn't seeing that as a type of as a goal that the mediators had to reach out to those communities. But if people do have more examples of that as well, I'd love to hear them because I'm always on the lookout to collect them. So the next thing I want to show you as part of our training is how we define mediation during our training, and I want to really point out why we emphasize certain things. So mediation is a voluntary dispute resolution process in which a neutral third party helps disputants to identify issues, clarify perceptions, and explore options for a mutually acceptable outcome. So that's the definition we use in mediation. You'll see that I underline voluntary and neutral. These two things are very, very important when it comes to dealing with mental health communities. A lot of times there are compulsory elements to getting treatment or feelings of being pushed and a lot of power imbalances. So the idea that we're emphasizing that it's voluntary is very, very important, and it's a very, very strong aspect of the trainings. And it's important. I'm actually getting ahead of myself, so I'll fill that in later. That thought. Neutral is also important. We've been talking about this neutrality across perspectives. Neutral is extremely important when it comes to mental health because people in these mental health situations and mental health communities are very used to getting advice, recommendations, or instructions of how to handle conditions and how to handle situations, as opposed to having someone who's neutral and not giving any advice. It's very difficult for people to adjust to that idea, and it takes a lot of time and a lot of work and some exercises to really demonstrate what neutrality is and how it works in practice. I think that's the case with any mediation training, but in particular in mental health